Take us away, Arist.
Alright, welcome everyone to Game 4. Game 4 and our final game of Week 2 of Season 2. We have Goats and Hoes versus Jumbero and Chesscraft. Now, Goats and Hoes had a walkover last week, so we're not sure how they're going to perform or how they play. So it's going to be a first for us. But Jumbero and Chesscraft, we know that they played a really strong game last week against Russian DDoS. They just flawed them. They had very good awareness, good consistency. So again, we're in the dark on one team, and on another team, we know that they've played well. What's your take, Carlos?
Yeah. At first, we thought the Jumbero and Chesscraft were pretty much unstoppable. Hang on. But, we saw some signs of weakness just now with his outer siege rack strategy. So we know that, it is possible to win them. It's just a matter of whether GNH is able to pull it off. So it'll be interesting match.
That's right.
Alright, again, complete. One team opts to go for a range track straight away, and the other team opts to go for the runes.
So
very funny.
Chess and Jumbero going for the runes.
Yes.
While Goats and Holes going for the range.
Yes.
But look at the mid, right? Even though they went for the runes, like Jumbero and Chesscraft were disciplined enough to upgrade their creeps.
Exactly.
Creep count.
Exactly. You have to.
So they're gonna get the first wave.
Correct. So they get the runes and they get a creep count. That's what you want, right? That's the golden opening. This is pretty much as good as it gets.
Yeah.
And no one's contesting their
I'm not sure.
Complete. Research. Training
Yeah, I'm not sure if Goats and Hoes know that they can glyph their tower, so it did not need to have taken that damage. Just little small things that make a huge difference.
I mean, the glyph has a long cooldown, right? So you don't want to abuse it at any random point in time. So it could be a strategic thing.
Research complete.
Okay, so let's have a look around. I think net worth definitely going to Jumbero and Chess, having gotten all the early runes.
Very low upgrades on all of GNH stuff. Pretty much only upgrading their creep count, no armor, no damage, no nothing. But if you look at the Jumbero and Chesscraft side, you see both of them have the melee count all the way up actually.
Research
at, I think 5 count. Am I seeing 5 count?
Research complete.
Yeah, I think 5 count is correct on the melee for both of them, which is why they had such a strong early push, and they're still pushing to the tower. Right, pressure is mounting, and they both went skeleton rank, so they're going very heavy early strat. Skeletons, a lot of creep counts for the melee. They're not gonna give Goats and Hoes any breeding room whatsoever. They realize that Goats and Hoes are not putting on the early pressure, and they're taking the advantage and stretching it all the way. Yep, this is odd.
A random skeleton going up.
He was using it for protection, which is not a bad idea, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and a pause coming up.
Alright.
Mega like. So while we're waiting for a minute, I think just looking around the bases. Yeah, the barracks that they have are kind of equal. But as Carl had mentioned, upgrades definitely going to the way of Jumbero and Chesscraft.
Yep.
A small battle going up here.
John Cena.
Not sure Jumbero can get.
They're both melee, so they can't do anything. They need their range ally, but Chesscraft is up there. He's waiting to
the
build.
first tower dropping to the way of Jumbero. Oh, and last stand being used.
You know what?
Question that actually.
You know what's been rare this game? no one has used last hands on each other yet. As in, on the heroes.
Yeah.
Very rare.
And yeah, John Cena gave up. I think he was trying to get the tower down, but he gave up. Teleported out.
I think he realized that his creep wave is too weak. He has to go back to build stuff. Iris,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This is not looking
Ooh.
good for goats and hoes.
Construction complete.
Glyph being used at the wrong time there.
Yeah.
But at least they know that it can be used, so I'll give that to them.
Great discovery! Can use glyph.
Research complete. Research complete.
Not sure if that's the best thing to find out only in the tournament, but anyway. Goats and hoes still in their very, very primitive basic structures, the first 3 barracks. Jumbero and Chesscraft moving with the stump. 2 stumps up, right? Over here at the back. I don't know if it's the best idea to build them so closely because, you know, 1 techies and good night.
Yep.
But it'll be a while before they can even get techies. They're struggling to get even a stump up, so techies nowhere in sight. The wave is slowly pushing back in their favor. Momentum swing right there.
Yep, and just the first bit of damage being done to Jumbero and Chesscraft's tower. Being healed almost immediately by the living armor.
Yep.
So at this stage, what's your take? I mean, the net worth is pointing towards Jumbero and Chesscraft, right, Carlos?
Yeah.
And I think they are slowly gaining momentum. They also, you know, have their lumber, and they're just starting to progress. What is your take? What do you think is gonna happen?
I think this is pretty much what we saw the first time we saw Jumbero and Chesscraft. Very clean opening, very clean middle game, constant pressure from the start, not giving their opponent any breathing room or space, and they're continuing to keep it up. So, in terms of their efficiency, I think it's at maximum right now, and it's, you know, I think Goats and Hoes understands this, and they're not going for the stump. They're going actually for siege, which is something you do to try to recover ground. Because if you go a stump, it means you're trying to tech up. You're not getting enough body count on the battlefield to help push out a wave. Problem is, the enemy also has siege and the enemy has air, which means not only do they match your body count, they're actually ahead of you because they've also teched. So if you ask me, I don't see them getting out of this anytime soon. They have to do something drastic, like blow up a bunch of timber saws or get a techies to blow up a key structure. That's the only way they can shake up the momentum. But for now, if they just maintain what you're doing, it's a guaranteed loss. They don't even have runes.
Yeah. Yep. And I think we can see that that's pretty evident in terms of you know, the creep count and just a tech tree in that sense of itself. But yeah, they're trying to get a stun down. Goats and holes, I think, just completed here on the bottom left, and one more coming down. So they're a bit late to the chase, but you know, we can't say for sure, right? Anything can happen. But for now, it looks like the snowball momentum is coming out. You can also see a pile of siege and range creep starting to build up on the side of Jumbero and Chess.
Yeah.
Research
And
complete.
we're gonna see what happens, right? Because I mean, rune control is still in the hands of Jumbero and Chess, and that is very important.
Correct. Least they could do, honestly, is to contest the secret rune area. If you don't want to take it yourself, at least blow up the enemy structure there. It's just sitting, you know, sniping all the runes all the time. Least you can do is take it down. I mean, if you really can't do anything in your base, because it is what it is, you try to make things happen elsewhere, right? So if I were Goats and Hoes, I would do either or. So the either would be take out the sides, or would be spawning boars and trying to push out the mid with my heroes and the boars. They're doing neither, they're just walking around in circles, and that's definitely not going to help them out.
Building.
That's right. So Tech Lab just coming down on Goats and Holes. But, ooh, the Ancient.
Ancients are online, both
The
labs are
Ancients up.
online. No techie research though. Yeah, I don't see them coming back anytime soon. Like I said, Jumbero and Chesscraft is basically goats and hoes plus more right now. They're not even going separate tech or separate strategies. They have the exact same units plus more upgrades plus more creep count plus more structures plus more creeps, different creeps. So this is a tough wall to go up against.
Last stand being used by Jumbero. Just ensure.
No, don't do that. Oh, nearly killed the tip.
That was close.
There goes the other tower. Oh,
But the
that's coming
tower is
out.
gonna fall.
They're in big trouble. The Thunder hiding.
I think
that's it, man.
it's not good.
That's game. Yeah, they had to do something early. Like I said, either they try to push out a wave in the middle, or they try to take out the side Raxes. I probably would have gone for the side Raxes, but they didn't even do anything. So I think that was a pretty straightforward game for Chess and Jumbero.
Yep, indeed. And some last bit of effort here by John Cena, but it's not enough.
Delaying the inevitable.
This game is over.
Well played, very clean game. I don't think there's much to comment about their stuff. They did go double siege as we saw. Trend set by who were the ones that set the one versus Cat Dog? Brazzers. Brazzers are the one that set the trend. A little bit of a new meta developing. Like I said, it's a bit unfortunate that it was a best of one. I think if it was a best of three, we would have seen Brazzers come back, at least take one game down, if not win the series. But yeah. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean Jumbero and Chesscraft showing the same strong performance as the game before against Russian DDoS.
Correct.
But again, you know, I mean their opponents, they don't know, they don't get the runes in the early game,
complete.
so they do get the easy advantages.
Exactly.
Right? So I think as we go ahead, the next game, them fighting against LV, and then against the winner of Cat Dog on bots, I think that will be quite interesting.
Definitely. So, LV would be an interesting opponent for them. Again, LV doesn't go for the runes, so you know they're gonna have easy runes again. But at least during the mid game, they may have a bit of a challenge, or you know, who knows? Maybe LV decides to change their strat up and also go for the runes.
Yeah. Plus, Jumbero has a bit of secret information, having played with LV.
Well, I don't think it's very secret because it's a stream plus it's videos online. But yeah.
The techies waiting for the spawn to come up, I think.
Spawn kill. Just going in, he doesn't care. The game's over.
Construction complete.
That's pretty much it.
Lots of heroes coming up, but just too late. Well, it was a good game, and a good way to end week 2 of season 2.
Yes, definitely looking forward to the semi-finals. I think it's going to be quite a niche show for best of 3 round.
Yep.
All right, that's that.
So, final comments, Cows?
For this game in particular, nothing much. It's pretty straightforward. The other games, you know, I say what I wanted to say. I'm excited to see what happens next week.
Likewise, so yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. We will see you in the semi-finals next week.